Y'all wanted to see my big hand, huh? Ah, sorry, I was moving my mouse. All right. Oh, now I gotta fix my phone. I had it on all chat and then it left me. Wow. Good morning, my friends. Did y'all come out to play today? And Melanie was first. Melanie's sitting in line waiting for the kiddo to come out. And then I got Judy and Mona. I see Joyce. And I see Jane. Jane with a Y. I'm trying to move this out of my way here. How come my phone won't fix? I guess you got to get mad at it, huh? Oh, let's see. And I see Lisa. Lisa started work early this morning so she could be here, I think. And Miss Terry, Terie. Y'all are going to get tired of me spelling these. And there's Sherry, Cheri. And Katie. How are you, Chris? I'm glad you came. Oh, let's see. My eyes are a little buggy. Hi, Susan Munger. How are you? Oops, I almost put somebody out. I had a heavy thumb. Did all my friends come out to play? Oh, today is Honey's birthday. She's 2. She's getting to be such a big girl. Oh, I gotta push this out of the way. Honey! Yeah, come here. Come here. Oh. Say hello. It's my birthday. Let's see if I can get a better close up here. It's my birthday, huh? Yeah. Oh, I love you, honey. Oh, my honey girl. Oh, my honey girl. Yeah. Hey, don't be looking back there. Look over here. Her daddy's been out in the garage. So she's been waiting for him to come back, huh? You waiting for dad, huh? Okay. She has to go see what he's doing. All right, let's push this back again. All right, so she'll get a little bit of some lemon supreme pie tonight. Just a piece of crust with a little bit of the whipped cream on it. I don't give her the lemon stuff. I see Zaza. Did I see balloons? No. Yes, she had a morning stroll. Yes. And she went by and she just strutted her stuff in front of all her friends, going, ha, I'm on my stroll, and you aren't, and it's my birthday. Over by the door. Did I see balloons over by the door? No. I don't know what you see over here, but no balloons. Nope, nope, nope. No balloons. That way back there, right back there, that is the divider between the living room and the staircase. That's the only thing I can think that you see with balloons. Because other than that, I got my apple, and then I got that quilt up there still. But that's it. I don't know. I have to look later. Well, let's just bring this up and scan it a little bit more. I don't see no balloons. I know we don't have any balloons for her. So, what have I been working on? Not much in here. I've barely been in here since Sunday. And Sunday I was just doing the crosshatch on those 5-inch blocks that I've been working on for a bag. And I haven't done any sewing since then. None. Zilch. Zilchy, zilchy. Nada. Nothing. I haven't touched the jazz or the cutie. Nothing. I have been cutting out blocks for the Flower Farm sampler. I have block 5 all done. And block 5 makes 2 blocks. This is the 16-inch block. And then by the walker. I still don't see nothing by the walker. I have a fan back there. I have a fan and the cutie. That's it. It might be the fan here that you see. And see, Mona knows my room better than I do. Have to feed the grandson. Okay. Gotta be the fan. Okay, so I cut out block 5. And I cut out block 6. And block 6, oh, let's go back to block 5. Block 5 is called Dahlia. Block 6 is called Gentian, Gentian. And that one is a 16-inch block. And I have to make 2 of those. And then I cut out block 7. Block 7 is a 16-inch block. It makes 2 blocks, and it's called Orchids. And then I cut out block 8. Let's see, block 8 is a 16-inch block, and I have to make 2 of these, and these are called Snapdragons. This one is using the yellows and the greens mostly, and white and the red colored flowers. Okay. And then I cut out block 9. Block 9 is using this print. This one's called Paper Whites. 16-inch block there are 2 blocks. And then block 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14 I have done. Those are all the 8-inch blocks. And I had to make 3 of each of those. Block 9 has gorgeous fabric. Yes, it does. I love green. Pretty much any color. I did nothing but cut hose spigot off to take to handyman and buy a new one. Yep. Hello, Miss Dawn. Yeah, green is my favorite color. My very favorite, I have 2 favorite colors of green, and that's hunter green and sage. Those are my 2 favorites. Oh, thanks, Judy. And then, ta-da! Block 10 is all cut out. And that one is called Tea Rose. 4-inch blocks. And I have to cut out 12 of those. I have to do 12. But they're all cut out. And then, what else do I have here? I have block 16. There isn't much in here for that one. This one is the 4-inch block, and it's called Forget Me Nots, and I only have to make 4 of these. I don't know why I only have to do 4. I'm doing so many of these other ones that are small. And then block 17, greens. These are for the leaflets. And these are 4-inch blocks. And I have to make 10 of them. Maybe easier to see it back here. And then last but not least, block 18. And 18 is called Sprigs. This one finishes at 6x4. And I have to make 4 of these. So that's all the cutting I've done. I did that. I did block 15, 16, 17, 18. 15? Yes. 15, 16, 17, 18 on Tuesday. And then I worked on, I got to scooch them out of the way here now. Block 5 through 9, I did yesterday afternoon and this morning. Yesterday morning, where was I? Sorry, I don't want her getting this. Yesterday morning, I went to the foot doctor, and then we went out to Village Inn to, he called it my second breakfast. Because, you know, I eat my breakfast between 4 and 5, maybe 5:30 in the morning. And so this was after my appointments. And then we went to the Village Inn. And So I started to call it brunch. And he says, no, this is your second breakfast. I said, okay. But I took my insulin for lunch and I didn't eat any lunch because it was so close to my lunchtime anyway. And then we came back. No, then we went and picked up one of my eye drops that I have to have. And then we came back home. And then in the afternoon, I started working on blocks 5, 6, 8, and 9. No, I started that. Yeah, I started that yesterday. And then this morning, I finished 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And then I'm like, oh, Joe's on. So I had to go grab my phone. I come back and I turn her on. And then I goofed around on the computer for a little while. So I'm not sewing actually today. So this is going to be probably a short live, but I was going to show you what I got in the mail. I got to move my blocks here that I cut. Because, they're just in the way now. Let's put this back over here. I got the small wedge. The small wedge from Missouri Star when they had it on sale. I got the large wedge too with the wing on it, And then I got the small set too for the 5-inch blocks. So now I have those. I can do stuff with that. And then what else did I get from them? I got something else. I don't remember. I thought there was one other thing I got from them, but I can't remember. But I got my order from Amazon, and I bought a bolt of SF101, and it came in. My husband brought it in the house, and he says, I think you were gypped. He says, this isn't a very big bolt. Oh my God, he cracked me up. Hey, Sue, how are ya? I see my friend Sue. And I see June. How are you? I guess I need to keep an eye out here on the chat. And Gladys, so nice of you to come. Let's see if I missed anybody else. You're very organized. No, I don't think so, Jane. I needed to keep busy, but I didn't want to sew anything because I didn't have anything cut out. And then I got carried away when I was cutting out. And I'm like, the other day on Discord, was it Discord that you said it? Sheila said it. I know it was Sheila that said it. I just don't remember where. She says, I don't understand people that can cut out a whole quilt. And I'm like, well, I almost got it done. I have 4 blocks left to cut. And they're the 24-inch blocks. 3 of them are 24-inch and 1 of them is a 16-inch. And then I will be done cutting and all I can do is sit down and sew, which is nice. Because the cutting is the part that I hate the most. The sandwiching, that doesn't bother me because my husband helps me with that. So I can't say that's the worst part anymore. And then, let's see. He'd be thinking of the huge fabric bolts with upholstery or dressmaking fabric. Well, no, he has seen my bolts that I buy. They're usually 10-yard bolts when I buy them. And this was a 10-yard bolt. But I said, you don't understand. This is SF101. This goes on the bags that I make. And he says, I've only seen one bag that you made. I said, no, I made two. And I said, and I have two in progress, and I have another two in the drawer over here to be sewed up. And he just laughed at me. He was real excited when I got my quilt back from Lynn Lockhart, because she did the quilting on it for tea cakes, and I got the binding put on it. And he says, you mean you have a completed quilt? Because all he has seen are my tops. Deb, what's the pattern? The pattern for all that I cut up for? Oh, it's buried here. It's for the Flower Farm sampler quilt. There we go. Now there's no glare. And I have been having the best time working on these blocks. Let me tell you, they're beginner friendly. Even if you think that these look really, really hard, they're not. There is a lot of stitch and flips. This one though, right here. Where'd it go? Right there. With the red center and the white around it. I think that one's going to be the most challenging block for me, because you have the red and then you snowball each of the four corners and do the, what do you call it? Block inside of a block. I can't think what do they call it. You do the block inside of the block, and then you snowball them all again with the darker flowers. Can you see the darker flowers on them? They're right there. So anyway, all of these are all stitch and flips. I think that one's going to be the most challenging out of all of these. Even the 4-inch blocks, I think that one's going to be the worst. And here it is up here again too. Right there in the corner. So that's where those two blocks are going to be. But and I see Joe. And I see that Nikki came to play too. Oh, and Miss Sheila. Was your ears burning? Because I was talking about you. I need this book. I bought this book off of Amazon. And I bought the Barn Sampler too. I bought the Barn Sampler too. And no, I have not. I did not buy a kit to go with this, but This one is showing all solids. So I need to start finding material to go with it. Oh, this is just so pretty. Here's another one that's in here. I just think that is gorgeous. I love the blues and greens together. There, that's a better picture of it. I can't never figure out which way to go with these pictures. Yeah, Joyce likes the blues and greens together too. I know there was another one. Oh, here. Here it's in the pinks and darker pinks and the really dark red. I really like that one too. That one is called Prairie Rose. Oh, and here's a better picture of it. Did you notice? I got the camera right that time. Even has it as table runners. Very pretty. I really, really like these. And I didn't know that I was going to enjoy these two books this much. But yeah, I have been. And then I also ordered from Amazon. I told you I got the SF-101 from there already. Let me show you these that I got. I bought, these are 12-inch blocks of material. This is a light green. It's a real pretty light green. And then we got a tan. And I can't get them apart. Got real pretty greens, different colors. This one is sort of an olive. And then a bright green, yellow green. And a real bright green. Yeah, I can't get them apart. And then another green. I think they went overboard on the greens here. Green. Green. This is a grayish white. And then we got a couple regular whites. Yeah, and I can't get them apart. Is Nikki still here? Look at that, Nikki. We got a real lilac-y color. It's so pretty. Very pretty in person. And look at this one, Nikki. Oh my goodness, look at this one, Nikki. Oh, I can't get it apart. Psh, pretty, pretty purple. And then this is like a navy blue. And then we got black, and you don't want to see black. And then we got some grays. That's a light gray. And a medium gray. And then we're back to a blue. Oh, and there's a green on the back side of it. Very light blue. And then sort of a sky blue. And this other piece is a little bit darker. A little bit darker blue. A little bit darker. Hi, Alex. And a little darker and a little darker. And these are all solids that I'm looking at here. And then we got browns and reds and pinks. Back to whites. Really light purple, pink, and red. Okay, I ain't showing all of them. And then I got, let me see if I can figure out how to open it. And this one is another 12-inch bundle. Got that one. And this one has a hint of goldy color inside of it too. The only thing with these, they're kind of thin. Not kind of, they are. There's this one. And this one. And this one. And this one. Seems like if I pick them up two at a time, then they're easier to show you. Man, I can't get it up. That's what he said. And this one, they didn't cut it very straight, that's for sure. Hi, Rita. How are you? And then there's this one. That's kind of cool. It's got like a houndstooth print to it. When I first looked at it, I thought it was just dots, but it's got the houndstooth on it. Oh, I forgot this. Hi, Rita. And Alex. Almost forgot about Alex in doing this. You do a Dear Jane one. And there's this. And then on the back is a stripe. Very pretty. Maybe I'm holding these upside down. There's pretty pink. That's pink. It really is. It's pink background with blue flowers and yellow flowers. But that background is pink. If I can get these apart. And then we got flowers. And this has a peachy orange background on this one. And then there's this one. And that's a purpley background. I wish my cameras had the right colors. And this one. I guess I went a little overboard with what I picked, huh? And I really like this one too. Oh, I can't get them apart. Got this one. That one is red background. And then we got this one. That one you can see the pink. And this one. I don't think I do enough box openings because I don't know how to do it. Oh, there's a second one here. But each one of these is a different print. That one's pretty. That one's got a white background and a couple of different color of oranges as the flower. And then we got green again. That almost looks like some different grasses. Man, I might have to do a video to show the rest of these because my arms are tired. Because I got a lot of 12-inch pieces here. That's a bluish green flower. And it's on a light green. You can't stop now. Well, I am getting close to the end. Oh, I guess that's sideways sort. Well, no. They're all a little different there. That one's on a green background. Just a few paisleys on that one. I like this one. And I think this one's very pretty too. Green flowers, and it's got some purpley stuff in them. Man, cannot get them apart. Can you tell I like florals? This one is very pretty too. I'm a huge fan of blue and purple together. Maybe it's this way. I don't know. I don't think there's any specific direction on these. Little bitty blue flowers. And this is a brownish taupey. Taupey. And then this one has a green background and yellow flowers. Oh, red, white, and blue for you, dear Jane. This one is... that one's messing with the camera, huh? There we go. Oops, upside down. Every time I show it, I have to look over at my monitor over there so I can see what you're seeing. Very pretty. I'm getting close to the end here. This has a peachy background with brownish colors and blues. They're sticking together. I think yellows are pretty too. That one has leaves on it and flowers. That one needs pressed. It got folded up in the packaging. I got like 6 left. That one almost looks like it has flames on it. There's paisleys in a different colorway. I like that one. I think there's another one stuck to it here. I got 2 left, I think. Either 2 or 3. Those are cute. Oh, I have 2 left. If I can get them apart. A yellow and pink. Yellow and pink are pretty together. And then this one is the last one. All right. So that was my big haul from Amazon. Ew, big haul. Whoopee. Hello, Tarot Destroyer. Oh, you think it's AI? I'm not sure. I don't know. I've never seen them before. I don't know who that is. Really, seriously, I don't. Hello, Shelly. I don't know what I'm going to make with it. I saw all the florals, and I love florals. And then I saw this solids. I don't have solids. So sometimes I need solids. Plus, I was looking at the barn sampler, and that's all done in solids. Oh. It's spam. It copied other comments. Oh. Oh, that's funny, Lisa. I thought only mods could put you in timeout. Because it's not a mod. Hi, Alicia. I'm glad you got to come and play. Well, you guys are all timing them out, and I hit them on the. So I don't know how they're even showing back up. I have no clue who that is. Really, I don't. I have hidden it twice already. Huh. Hi, Tammy. How are you? I haven't seen you for a while. You're usually on at night, and I don't get on a whole lot of lives at night. They have several accounts. Yeah. Oh, I hid him from the channel. Yes, Nightbot is on. If we do quilt, I'm just double checking to see if it's on. I've been struggling to get on during the day. Yeah, see, Nightbot's working. Okay, I have to ask, what is Nightbot? It's a program that you can set up to help monitor your channel. Oh my God, it's back. I don't know how many. I'm going to have to block them after I get off because I don't know how to do it when I'm online. Weirdbot talking about quilting. They are crafty. Yeah. That's why I thought it was really somebody, you know? I'm just so glad to see you there, Tammy. So, I don't know what else. Oh. I knew there was something else I got from Missouri Star. Snowflake fabric. It's called Snowfall Color Story. And I bought 3 yards of it. And it's got different colors of snowflakes on it in blues and silvers. And it's on a silvery white background. See, I knew there was something else I bought from Missouri Star. Hi, Jennifer. I'm glad you made it. And now I got my brother back over here, but it still wasn't sewing right. So I changed thread, and I haven't tried it again yet, but I did change the thread before I went live. And you know what else I need? I need more stickers. Because all these stickers that I have on my brother, Jazzy's jealous and she wants some stickers too. So I'm going to have to find some stickers that I can put on her. I don't think there's anything else that I bought that I haven't showed you. That set of blocks almost fell down. I don't think. I showed you the panels that I got last time. Those I got from Halo Inspirations. I use the wheelchair right now to manage my fatigue. Oh. Lisa, is it a sampler? Back to what I was saying, I will start Dear Jane in January. Oh, now the Dear Jane, that looks complicated. Deb, that could be the one who usually gets in your chats. You think that's Gizmo? Terry, you think that's Gizmo? Gizmo is the one that usually comes in. I was busy making a salad. Well, Zaza and Mona was after him. I'm going to skip Dear Jane. Yeah, Mona, me too. Oh, Dawn's going to do it with you. And Tammy has the Dear Jane in progress. Oh, Alicia's starching. It's a Parrot AI account. Hard to get rid of them. Yeah, Lisa got him first, and then Mona, and then Zaza, and then me. I was even in there getting them. Did anyone watch SMP yesterday? It was Blaine last live show. He's leaving and moving to Missouri. I didn't realize that he was even thinking about leaving. He just got done celebrating 12 years with them. Blaine's the one that got me interested in SMP. No, SWP. No, SMP. God, I can't even keep all my little acronyms right. He announced it yesterday for the first time. He's already sold his house and everything. Oh my gosh. Yeah, he's going to be down there by Nikki. Yeah, Tammy has a mystery sew along going on starting the 12th. I think it's the 12th. Nikki, he may move near you or out on the Ozarks. Now, I have a brother that lives on the Lake of the Ozarks. So I could go visit him and then I could go to SMP. Well, wherever Blaine goes. Hi, Sandra. I'm so glad you stopped by. Mystery starts October 15th. Oh, do you have another one starting on the 12th, or is that a retreat? Now I know how to get the hubby to get the stuff and books I need. I will tell him to use it as my birthday gift, which is the 25th of January. So I will mark Dear Jane for January. I don't like mystery. Whoops. I don't like mystery quilts just because of my cotton cuts experience. No insults intended. I just can't do mysteries. That's why I didn't do that one so long you were doing, the one in September. Not doing it because it was a mystery type thing. And the 12th is the Yuletide sampler so long. Her mystery starts in October. Oh, okay. I got them mixed up. Oh, and Judy got her fabric today. Well, we have a town called Ozark, just north of Branson, and the Lake of the Ozarks, that's in central Missouri area. Yeah, the Lake of the Ozarks, that's closer to Nikki. It's just east of Nikki. I'm the same. I like to know what I'm making. Yeah, I don't like anything mystery when it comes to quilting. Now, you get some shows that are mysteries. I like those. Or books that are mysteries. No mystery. I want to see what I'm making ahead of time. Yes. Anyone else have Deb frozen? No, I don't. Because I'm looking at it on my phone. Lisa, I got the mystery quilt from who Tammy recommended. I got backing and binding for less than Cotton Cuts mystery. Whoa. Zaza went out and came back in. I didn't have a problem with the mystery on the Cotton Cuts. It was the quality of fabric I wound up with was awful. Oh, mystery quilts give me anxiety. They usually nothing flusters me like that, but I don't like the mystery quilts. Yes, I live north of the Lake of the Ozarks on 54. My land ends on 54. See, I knew you were right around there, Nikki. Because I always said if I go to visit my brother, I'm visiting Nikki. I'm going to print all the laundry basket quilt mysteries. I don't mind a mystery. I totally understand the hesitation. Oh, you got 1 month to download the clues if you like it before it becomes a paid pattern. I've noticed Free Spirit fabric is bad for fraying. Oh. I don't have any of the fancy fabric. See, and there's Nightbot giving Terry a shout out there. And Zaza. Oh, Terry loved the PMQ Cotton Cuts. Tree of Life and Village Green. Now we are almost finished with Flyway. Better visit me if you come down here. We can go to the quilt shop. Yeah. Yay. Terry. Yeah. Terry. I think I'm frozen now. Maybe. Oh, no, I guess not. I was just leaning in to read my phone. I like the idea of it being all cut, but not the mystery part. Oh, yeah. Having stuff cut and ready to sew, marvelous. And I'm finding that out with this. Ever since I decided to start cutting them out ahead of time, now I just got the little baggies. I pick them up, I take them out, I lay them down, I sew them. So I'm excited to get back to the sewing part. You were frozen, but just for a second. Along with the anxiety, I like to work on quilts on my timing. If I want to sit down and do 20 blocks in one day, I don't want to wait until it's delivered. That's true. Now, this sew along that I'm doing, this is by Shelly Kavas. And this, man, was that thunder? Oh, no, there's jets out there flying around. I don't know what they're for, but maybe Labor Day weekend we're having an air show. I don't know. But I bought the book, so I have all of the pieces to the quilt, and I bought the kit to go with it. So I have all the fabrics. So then when I started cutting yesterday afternoon, I just kept cutting and kept cutting and kept cutting. And I'm like, oh, I said, honey, will you bring me some Ziploc baggies? He says, do you want the big ones or the little ones? And I said, the ones that are about this size. So he brought me a bunch of them. And now I got to grab some more for the other 4 because I've used up all the baggies. And he bought me a new Sharpie so I could write on the baggies. I am building out that scrap quilt I showed once. It is huge now and getting bigger. Don't ask me how I will quilt it. Oh, that's cool. To each their own. That's why there are so many different ideas out there. I love this community. Yeah. I get inspired by each and every one of you. I really do. And let me tell you, I am not a junk journal person, but I love watching Jo do it and explaining how she's coming about how to do it. But I'm never going to make one. And I've watched Alex doing all her embroidery on her machine with, with the blocks that she's been making. And I don't have an embroidery machine. Now, if I need something embroidered, I'll be going to Shirley's house. She has an embroidery machine. I like watching others make the mystery quilts, and I love to see them enjoy discovering the reveal in the end. I read the last chapter of the book, so I know how it ends. Deb, what is the quilt behind you with the apple? Over here? Oh, those are just, there's 2 of them. That one's an apple cut in half, and then this one's the whole apple. And I got those from Janice at the Right Way. She changed the name of her channel now. It's Quilting Outside the Lines. I won one of her giveaways, and it was a little kit, and it had the red fabric in it, and the recipe, the pattern. The pattern and the red fabric was in the little bitty kit. It was about this big of a kit. But I thought it was really cool. That was my first time working with itty bitty pieces. Because if you see at the bottom of the apple, those are little bitty pieces. I don't think it was even an inch big. I don't think. So that was a challenge for me. But I'm getting better with them now. And, my magic mirror is falling apart here. Oh, I need a new magic mirror. Okay, I just got Gizmo. Gizmo's back too. He changed his name to Gizlet. Okay, so I guess it's time for me to get off since I'm getting all these trolls here. Lisa, you're just too nice to them people by just timing them out. You need to hide them. Oh, yeah, it didn't take me long to see the name, and I knew it was him. I got the pattern last year, and someone in my quilt group has permission to teach the methods. Ah, wow. Yeah, that's probably the same person, too. I don't know what it is. Gizmo likes me and Leanna. And he didn't start coming after me until after he saw me in Leanna's. And it's probably because I booted him out. Hello, guess who, Nancy? I'm glad to see ya. Oh, Leanna, did you see her post? Yes. Yeah, her grandma died at the same time she was being operated on. Yeah. So one left, and maybe she got extra longer on her time here. Lisa got in there fast. Yeah. Oh, Gladys, you're not going to go on today? Oh, I thought you were. It's Friday, you know. Oh, Lisa beat me. No, that was Zaza that beat me. I was all set to grab him. I have such a... It's not a cough. I get goopy in my throat and then I can't talk. I think he ran out of diapers. Oh, that's funny. I'll stick me holes in my mouth. 3 more stars quilted. 9 down and 3 to go. Oh, you get it there, Chris. Chris is a quilting machine. She's on a mission. So I was glad I got to show you all my fabric and my little packets of blocks. And I got my brother Daryl also. I think this Daryl is acting up because he does not like the name Daryl. I think he keeps telling me he's a girl and that I need to change the name. But it was just from me talking that I came up with Daryl because it was my brother Daryl and my other brother Daryl. Bye, Sandra. I'm glad you stopped by. And Tammy's back. Daria. Well, Daria. I know somebody named Darla. I could call her Darla. I was just thinking to myself today, maybe if I change her name, maybe she'll start acting right for me. Darla, like the Little Rascals. Daryl can be a girl's name. Look at Daryl Hannah. Oh, yeah. And see, and that's the way I was spelling this Daryl's name, was like Daryl Hannah. The other brother, that's Darrell. Daryl. Just call everything Daryl. That's my brother Daryl. This is my other brother Daryl. And that's my brother Jazzy Daryl. Oh, that's too funny. How about just D? just start saying she instead of he. Yeah. I've always thought this was a girl. But then one of my lives, I was goofing around about my brother Daryl, my other brother Daryl. So then I started calling them Daryls. I guess you're right. This could be Daryl as a girl. And I love this machine. And that's another disappointment as to why I can't get her to work right. All my machines have Star Wars names. Wow. You have two brothers and a sister named Daryl. If you stop swearing at her, she might sew better. Well, that might be true because she done pissed me off the other day. Only 3 of my machines are named, and we all know about George. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's my brother with Jenny on the side. Jenny was my first sticker I ever put on my machine. Jenny was the first YouTuber I started watching too. What is she doing wrong, Deb? Oh, I was having tension issues. And I ended up I cleaned everything for the 3rd time, took it all apart, changed the bobbin, completely changed the bobbin. I changed the top thread and everything. I rethreaded like 4 times already. And I just got done changing the top thread again. I haven't tried it yet. So we'll see. I'll grab some scrap fabric and try it again. I threatened her the other day. That I was going to take her to my brother Charlie and let him get at her again. I don't know how much of a threat that was. I know someone who did that with their pets, every animal named Fred. I heard a joke one time about how this woman named all of her kids the same name. They just all had different last names. Change the needle. I did change the needle. I changed the needle, changed the bobbin, changed the thread, cleaned it for the 3rd time. Part of my problem to begin with, I didn't have the feed dogs up. Remember, I had the feed dogs down for being on the cutie. I forgot to put the feed dogs back up. So that was my very first problem. And then after that, I just don't know what happened with her. Don't know. I'll figure it out. Because when I first turned it back on after I moved her back over here, I kept getting errors. And I'm like, what the heck? Well, I was talking to Mona, and Mona said to change my foot pedal, make sure I have the right one on there. And I didn't. I had the baby lock plugged into this one. I mean, it was sewing and everything, but it just wasn't working right. I haven't named any of my machines, but I did name my seam ripper Rosie the Ripper. I haven't named my seam rippers. I don't use them that often. Different brand of thread. Yes, I did switch to a different brand, a whole different kind of thread. But see, normally I use, it's either 40 or 50 weight. And what I had in there was a brand new spool, and it's 50 weight. But I don't know what the problem was. Get a needle from a different pack. Okay. Hubby's done mowing. I need to go and attend to my dogs. All right, Lisa. You take care. Only my granny's machine is named, and I named it after her. And change the bobbin out if you didn't. I did change the bobbin. I have bobbins that I made for her before. And I was thinking maybe I had the wrong bobbin itself in there. Or I had made a bunch of bobbins with maybe some old thread. So that's why I changed the bobbin. Because I thought, at first I thought it was the bobbin, but I don't know now. It still could be the bobbin. Because it's very loose in there. Maybe it doesn't like the thread you're using. My Janome doesn't like Aurifil. Well, I don't have Aurifil in it. Are you sure the bobbin's in the right way? Yeah, I even... Whoops, that's not the right one. I had the book out here too. I put it away. I put the book back in the drawer. But I did have the book for this out. And I had it laying right here so I could see it. Back and forth. You know how I am. Even with my recipes that I work on here. My patterns. I look at the pictures. And then if I can't figure it out, then I actually read about it. If you are using old bobbins, they can get worn. No, I wound all these up. Oh. All those there. I wound them up just before I got the Jazz. So that I was ready to go with her. And then Jazzy came, and then I started sewing on Jazz, so maybe she's just jealous. Maybe she don't like them calling her a he. Could be one of many things. They ran away. Huh. All of my machines have names, even the ones that left me. They ran away. So 4 layers of fabric and see if it is better. Sometimes it is the fabric weight. Then sew 2 and see if you get the same stitches. Are the bobbins for a Jazz? No. These bobbins that are in here are for the brothers. The Jazz ones, I only have 4 filled, and they're in my little case. They're in my little ice cube tray for the baby lock. So I keep them all separate. I keep them separated. I don't let them intertwine or intermingle. I have that bobbin case. It's great. Yes, I love that bobbin case. Plus, you move the feed dogs. They may be off and not back where they were. That might be the issue. Try a Jazz bobbin? I've never had a Jazz bobbin in here. I do have some made. I could try that because when I'm sewing, this is very, very loose. And I have taken the bobbin case out and put it back in and taken it out and putting it back in. But at least it's catching now. See, for a little bit, it wasn't even catching the thread from the bobbin to bring it up. And now it's catching it. So I think it's slowly coming back to me. Flip the feed dogs back and forth. I did that a couple times. After I decided that I didn't know if I had them down or up, I pulled them back to the up position and then I pushed them back to the down and back up again. I did it like 3 times. Oh, Gizlet too. Well, he's just being very insistent today, isn't he? But I'm sort of getting everything settled over here again. Because remember when I had the jazz over here, I didn't have any room behind here. And now I'm afraid to put anything on this side. And that's where I kept my 2.5 by 8 ruler. Well, now I have it out in the kitchen since I was cutting. I've been using my 2.5 by 8 and my 6 by 24. I wonder if the bobbin case isn't completely seated into place, or maybe a small piece of thread is caught somewhere. Well, Tammy, I took my little tweezers and I actually put on a pair of glasses. And I'm looking in there. I did find one itty bitty piece of thread. It was about this long. I found it and I plucked it out. And even though I had already cleaned the machine twice, when I took the bobbin case out and was looking all around inside there, I found more lint inside there. So I cleaned it a 3rd time. And I cleaned off the tops of the feed dogs. I cleaned everything in there this time. And so I haven't sewed anything since Monday. So maybe she's had enough of a rest and she's begging for me to come back. That would be nice. I've had machines that just hiccup with a piece of lint in the right spot. Yeah, that could be too. But I got it completely out. I used them little bitty Q-tip things that I got from Fat Quarter Shop. I used those. I used actual Q-tips. And I used my tweezers to get any piece of thread out of there. I had the bobbin case all the way out and back in 3 times. I oiled it. See, Shirley, I oiled it again. So, yeah. Alrighty. Hour and a half has flown by. The only thing that kept us going today was I showed you all the fabrics that I got and all my cut pieces. I really can't wait to do this one. This one has all the blues in it and a little bit of green. A little bit of green and all the blues. 2 different colors of blues. Can't wait to do that one. She did finally come out with another video, so I know which one I'm supposed to make next. I was going to do the tea rose, the 4-inch one where I have to make 12 of them. I was going to do that one, and then I saw that she came out with the new video, and it is a 16-inch block, and it's the one right before the ones that I was doing. So So I started with what, block 10? So this is block 9, something like that. No, it can't be 9. I just cut out for 9. Well, it could be 9 because I quit sewing, you know. Well, I'm glad you came, Rita. I really am. And sorry that I didn't sew nothing today. But I have plenty of stuff now to keep me busy for a while. Plus, I have that October thingy with Lisa. I got to work on that. I got to find my materials and figure out what I'm going to make. So, okay, everybody. Y'all have a really good weekend. And I will see you. Oops, where'd it go? And I'll see you Sunday morning, bright and early with Lisa, or at 11 Eastern time on, I think it's Mona's. I think it's Mona's turn this Sunday. All right. I see y'all later. Bye.